for this last measure, we're just going right down the scale. So we're just doing so, fa, mi, re, do. Make sure we hold that do for the full duration. Jeff, can you tell me how many beats are in a whole note?
2.
Close.
No.
It's actually 4. All right, so that's actually it for today. I'm going to give you guys your music for the concert next week, but other than that, have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys later. Jeff, can I talk to you after class real quick? Yeah. All right, Jeff, so this season we're going to have a lot of tough, complicated pieces. So to help you out, I thought it would be easier to give you the pieces a little earlier. So I have the pieces right here, and I color-coded them for you. There you go. I also thought it'd be nice if maybe we could meet just like once a week, just to go over like different sections of the piece. So actually, like in your music, I broke each section up with like a little pencil mark right there, see? And I gave you like a little schedule. So each week we'll go over a different section, okay?
Okay.
All right? And just remember, 4 beats in a whole note. Good, Jeff. Man, that's sounding much better. Your rhythm has just come such a long way. Yeah, just remember, your pitch is kind of dropping a little bit, so make sure we're keeping nice, big, tall vowels throughout the whole song. But Jeff, I think this is such an improvement. Good job, buddy. All right, guys. Hey, so I think today we're going to change the seats around a little bit. So I have a little seating chart here. So Jeff, could I actually move you right next to Sam, please? Yeah.
Really long. Are you kidding me? I'm so excited to do the Scarlatti piece. I've never sang in Italian, so I'm kind of nervous.
Scarlatti? He's from Italy. Have you guys ever been there before?
Yeah.
You have? Where have you been in Italy? I've been to Italy. Where have you guys been?
Just the northern part. I've been to Rome.
Me too.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How did you know he was from Italy?
Well, I just really like geography, so I looked up the composers after class.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Back to lose the inhibition, follow your intuition, free your inner soul and break away from tradition.
Hey, Jeff, back here. Listen, next week we're going to be doing the Olympics, so I really just want you to be prepared, so I created a little schedule, just so you know what's going on each day. Sorry, I was doodling on top, but I have that schedule for you, just so you're prepared. Just remember, get changed next week, okay? All right, I'll see you next week.
Thanks.
All right, class, today we are going to start our Olympics unit for the week. We're going to be starting off with basketball, and the entire week we're going to be working with pairs, so you're going to have the exact same pair the entire week. Jeff, you hear that? All right. All right, everyone, so your partners are going to be Maggie, you are with Jeff.
I don't even like basketball.
Jeff, it's okay, we're going to have a talk right before we split.
I didn't even remember my gym clothes.
Jeff, go sit over there. Thank you. Sam, you're going to be with Rachel. All right, so just everyone go get your equipment and begin. Maggie, I'll be with you and Jeff in just a second. Hey, Jeff. It's okay that you forgot your clothes. It's no big deal. But we are going to give it our all today, right? Just like last week, we're going to work with our partner. I partnered you up with Maggie again. That way you both know how each other work. And you both know your positives and weaknesses. Okay? All right. Ready to give it your all?
Yeah.
All right, I'll work with you guys for a little bit. All right, everyone, that was a great class. Be ready tomorrow for hockey. We're going to continue on with Olympic hockey. Hey, Jeff, can you remind everyone where hockey is big in? What country?
Canada.
Very good. So we're going to do a little bit of Canadian knowledge about hockey and learn more about hockey tomorrow. Great class. See you guys tomorrow.
Thanks, Misty.
Hey, Jeff, wait up. Hey, Jeff, you did a really great job today. Tomorrow, I just want you to be ready to get changed. If you want to come about 5 minutes early, that way you have the entire locker room to yourself, that's fine. Just be prepared for tomorrow, okay? You're going to be working with Maggie again, okay? All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Be in my heart.
All right, everybody, get in your seats. Welcome to class.
happy Monday. So, on Friday, I told you guys that I expected you all to read chapter 1 of The Great Gatsby. So today what we're going to be doing is a little bit of highlighting and kind of figuring out what's important in the chapter. Okay, so I'm going to be handing out a photocopy of chapter 1, and we're going to do this every day with each chapter. So we're just going to be looking at chapter 1 for now. And then also with chapter 1, you're all going to be getting a roadmap that kind of tells you what you need to be highlighting step by step. What's wrong?
That's not a real map.
Why not?
Because real maps have places.
Okay, honey, but this is kind of like an analogy for a map. So this isn't a real map. You're absolutely right, Jeff. But it's kind of like our English map because you can't really map words, right?
It's not real cartography.
Okay. Here you go, Maggie. Okay, guys, so as you can see on your roadmap, when you get down into your groups, we're going to just be going one piece at a time. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is characters. So there are 3 different types of characters that I want us to be looking at in chapter 1. Jeff, do you know the 3 types? It says it right on your roadmap.
Narrator?
Yeah, narrator. Good.
Gatsby was the narrator. He was from New York.
Jay Gatsby was from New York, but actually Nick Carraway was the narrator, Jeff. But very good. It's important to note that. But listen, when you do your highlighting with your partners, you can make sure that you highlight New York, because what's New York a part of? The setting. The setting. And America, if you're thinking about maps. But it's the setting of the story. Because remember, we're reading a book. So we have the narrator, we have the protagonist, and the antagonist. So that's just kind of an idea. You can see that on your roadmaps. And now we're going to get down to it, and I'm going to assign your partner. Okay, so Rachel and Ryan, you guys are going to be partners. How about you go and sit over in the far back corner? And that just leaves us with Maggie and Jeff. So you guys are going to be partnered up. And Maggie, I would like you to help Jeff out, okay? Because we're not exactly going to be looking at the iPads right now, Jeff, just because this isn't iPad time. It's a red zone, so we're not doing any technology. You guys will be partners. Are you good on what you're doing? Okay, so if you need anything, you can just raise your hand. All right, so Maggie and Jeff, how's it going? Is the highlighting, it's pretty easy, right? Following the roadmap. Do you have any questions or anything?
I'm how highlighter.
Oh, I mentioned highlight. You can use that.
There you go. All you gotta do is ask. So you guys are down to the literary devices. Cool, so you're looking for personification and stuff. Have you guys been doing all right with finding it?
I'm just so hot. Like,
Jeff, honey, you can just take your jacket off and just, there's a coat rack in the hallway, or you can put it on the back of your chair, whatever you want to do. Just make yourself comfortable, refocus, and then you guys can go back and you're right on step 4. No big deal. Just, there you go. Maggie doesn't mind waiting, right? And just take a second and, recenter yourself. There you go. So are you good with step 4? You know what we're doing?
Yeah.
Cooling off a little bit?
Yep.
All right, so just raise your hand or yell out for me if you have any questions. Okay, so I'm really proud of you guys. Y'all did great with your highlighting. You got through the whole chapter, which is awesome. I wasn't sure with the time today if we were going to be able to do that. But, so a couple things for tomorrow to just remember. We're going to be doing chapter 2, so that means when you come in the door tomorrow, I'm expecting that you already read it, okay? Please don't forget your reading. It's really important. Another thing, a few people, not a big deal, but a few people forgot highlighters today. Whatever, just make sure you kind of write it down. Whatever you need to do, have a friend remind you. Just everybody needs a highlighter tomorrow because we're going to be doing the same thing with the same roadmaps, but just with chapter 2. And then tomorrow, I don't know if any of your other teachers or your homeroom teacher told you this, but it's a special schedule. So I'll actually be seeing you first period, and we'll have a quiz on chapter 1 tomorrow during. Jeff, are you okay?
yeah, that's fine. It's just too much for me to remember.
Okay, so listen, this is actually a good side note. In your planners on page 4, you can see the special schedules, and then you'll just know, I'm going to Miss Scarpone's first period tomorrow, and all of you will be here, and you'll have your highlighters. And another thing, it is a lot to remember, and the quiz is a lot because we did highlight a lot today, and, first chapter, a lot of important information to be remembered, so I'm going to be holding a quick little, review session during 8th period today because I think most of you had free periods for 8th, like I do. So if you have questions, you can just stop by. Is everybody good? All right, I'll see you tomorrow or during last period.
Oh, love, love's looking good, good, good on you.
Hey guys, could I talk to you real quick for a second?
what's up?
Sure. Hey, okay, so later in the afternoon during chem class, we're going to be doing a lot of group work, and so because you guys are just class buddies for this semester, I just want to give you guys a heads up that you're going to be working with him. We're going to be doing some practice problems from the lesson that we've been reviewing the last few days. So I also just want to give you guys a heads up. Could you maybe talk to him during lunch and study hall and recess and just see how he's doing, make sure he's having a good day, just continue checking up on him for me?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, all right, thank you so much, guys. Hey, Jack, can I
Sorry
talk to
I'm
you real
late.
quick? It's okay. Can I talk to you about something real
Yeah.
quick? Hey, so later on today when we have chemistry class, I just want to give you a heads up that we're going to be doing some group work. So you're going to be working with your class buddies Amanda and Ted, okay?
Yeah.
So I just want to give you a schedule of what's going to go on today in chemistry class. You can look over it and remember those for later today. So we're just going to be turning in our homework and reviewing the lesson that we've been working on, and then we're going to get into some group work. And you have your social cue cards for the day too, so you can look over those and remember the social cues of classroom.
Yeah, I have.
You good? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll see you later today.
Thanks.
Okay guys, so we just finished our review with stoichiometry. Just a quick recap, we've gone over the 3 different kinds that you can compute, and we've also gone through the 3 different steps that you have to take to complete your problem. So just, a quick history lesson. The man who created stoichiometry, his name was...
He was from Poland.
Good, he was from Poland. Next time, can you raise your hand before you answer a question? His name was Jeremiah Richter, and he was the one who discovered that there is a ratio...
Poland is in Europe.
It is in Europe. He was the one who discovered that there's a certain ratio between your products and your reactants when you're talking about...
Have you ever been to Europe?
I have. Could we talk about that maybe after class? Is that okay?
I've been
Yeah.
there.
So he was the one who discovered that there was a ratio between your products and your reactants, and so that's how we kind of figured out how to calculate these sorts of things. So now that we've done this review for the past couple days and you guys are comfortable and familiar with this sort of strategy and concept in chemistry, we're going to do some group work. So I've already assigned the groups. The groups for today, Ted, Amanda, and Jeff, you guys are going to be a group. I'll group everybody else up.
I really don't like group work.
This is going to be fun because you're going to be with your class buddies.
Fine.
So this is your group work, and you guys are just going to work on this, and I'll come around, and if you guys need any help, I'll be here to help you.
Hey Jeff, do you have any ideas? I think it's, you do the 4 minus the net force.
Okay, so you just...
You should get negative 28, I think.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Do you have anything for number 2?
I didn't get that far.
Okay, that's fine. We can work together to
Yeah.
get that.
I don't have my calculator.
Fine, I think I have an extra.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Girl, you're my angel, you're my darling angel. Closer than my peeps, you are to me, baby. Shorty, you're my angel, you're my darling angel. Girl, you're my friend.
I'm just gonna call you Ted, or Jeff.
I'm sorry. I'm okay.
Just ignore it and keep going.
Yeah.
It's all good when you live for your pure fun. Can't be a fool, son. What about the long run?
Yeah.
Looking back, shorty, always a mention. Seminar.
The bell just started.
I can't, oh my god! I was waiting for the freaking bell!
Alright.
Oh, I went out, okay. No bell? Is that the way we... It would be nice if it...
Okay, I thought we said we didn't want the bell. Alright, like we can...
When did we say we didn't want the bell?
I was under the impression...
Always a mention. Seminar.
I know
Giving her
which
much
one's the highlight.
attention.
Yeah.
She was there through my incarceration. I wanna show the nation my appreciation. Girl,